And we are live. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is for Commander Unshackled. What a day, and one does not simply keep the update on the same fucking day. So, to stand off this evening, I have personally moved the show to Thursday evening because Kixeye kept doing the updates on Thursdays for the last 3 weeks. So it puts the show a week behind, and by the time we come to the next set of updates, it's the day before. And all of the updates are already irrelevant. So I've moved the show to Thursday, except for this week. 2 days after I decided to move the show to Thursday, they put the updates back out on Wednesday. And for that particular guy that decided that was a good idea, you're a fucking idiot, and fuck you. So, on the panel this evening, we have, of course, David the Deuce Dark Shadows. We have Godscope, who just turned up. Welcome, you're fucking late. We have Lady Warrior. We have Mr. Lionel Richie himself, Venom. We have Hulk Smash. And, of course, myself, the immortal Dr. Phil. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everybody.
Sorry, I'm late. I was sitting for the last hour and a half waiting for the Conor McGregor Mayweather live stream to start, and it got delayed, so...
Excuses.
Yeah, whatever.
So this is the next best thing? What the fuck? Asshole.
Yep.
What?
Okay, Godscope. Next time I'll tag you in the post so you're not late. Damn. Always.
Sounds good.
Either you or David. Always. Always.
Oh, no, I thought my fucking Chrome had crashed then when I was trying to screen share. That would have gone very, very badly for the rest of the show.
I'm not.
But it's all good. So the update notes for Wednesday, the 12th of July, the funny ones. The following changes and fixes have been applied. Invasion number 6 starts the 13th, which has already started. The Gear Store update, the exclusive PvP repair reduction for 1 week only. PvP repairs will be halved from what they are currently. This is a 75% repair time reduction in total. That's cumulative, not additive, so it's not true 75%. It's already 50% of what you've already got. So, yeah, you kind of fudge the numbers on that one, Kixeye. Nice try, but you don't fool fucking anybody.
Yeah, if they halved it, would it be 85%?
It's a weird number. It comes out at about 46.7. Some bullshit like that. It's close to about 45%. It's not actually a full 50% reduction. Which blows, but Wednesday, June 12th it started, ends on July the 19th at the start of maintenance at 11 AM PT, which is the day before the event. Relocating with platoons on the world map will properly send platoons back to your base. That's a bug fix.
Yes.
The Elite Phantom will now display the correct text for part progress in the aircraft hangar building. That's apparently another bug fix.
Oh my god.
Who cares about that one? The first one, okay, that's a true bug fix. The other one, fuck that. We don't need it. Anyway.
Yeah. So we move straight into Invasion, which is new. It's the new style of Invasion. So this month, defend your base against the survivors to win thorium and medals, and liberated tokens based on the leaderboard placement. The top 100 earn 15 tokens, liberator tokens, by the way. The top 150, the top 250 earn 10, and the top 500 earn 6, and any other leaderboard placement earns 3. Invasion has got more strategic. Time only ticks down during combat. You take all the time you need to set up before each wave. Defeat waves to earn thorium. Defeat a wave in a single attempt to earn medals. Now, there are 10 defense waves in order to beat the invasion campaign. Each wave awards a checkpoint prize. Each prize can only be earned once until the final wave has been completed. Once the final wave has been completed, invasion can be restarted for additional prizes. Perfect victory. Each wave has a perfect victory prize available for completing in the invasion in one attempt. The perfect prize will be collected in addition to the normal prize. Medals are the perfect prize for this season. Now, if I can find it, what's his bloody name? I can't. Grumpy Commander or Grumpy Pirate, depending on what name he's going by that day, actually has the entire medal count. So the first wave gets you 1,000, the second is 1,200, the third is 1,400, the fifth is 1,600, the seventh is 1,800, 2,000, 4,000, 7,000, 10,000, and 15,000 at the end. And those are the great new perfect prizes for this particular bullshit. I've already gone through the liberator tokens. Invasion can be replayed. The invasion timer will only run when the attack is running. Time will stop after the invasion wave has finished. Victory, defeat, surrender. The invasion leaderboard will track all players that have completed the invasion, ranked from the highest to the lowest based off the completion time, and the leaderboard rankings will be only updated off your fastest time. The attrition-based defenses is invasion. You have the War of Attrition rules, and your toon defending is not free repair, and all of the tokens are Liberator tokens. I don't want that one yet, that's too soon. Whew. So, now, me and Hulk had a short discussion while we were waiting for people to talk up about the gear store, and the gear store is apparently bullshit, because the seasonal items for PvP this month are Roland, Orin, and Ardra. And Bonesaw Tech, Disruptor Tech, Apollo Tech, Hades Tech, Fury Tech, Acolyte Tech, Purifier Tech, and Vindicator Tech. Expert Pandora has been removed, as well as the Wingman components. Tempest is now gone from the gear store. So before I move on to anything else, those are your update notes for this week. The invasion change and the gear store change. Thoughts, ladies and gentlemen? We'll start with Hulk, since he was...
For 45,000 medals, I think I'll just go hit some metal bases and pass.
Well, with all the gear stars of all the prizes every ham to put in, I think it's an absolute joke and it's just a piss take. Because 99.9% of the people have got them prizes, what they've put in. They've got the Roland, the Orin, the Ardra, and etc. Whatever. Yep. And like, they don't think with, oh yeah, so many high levels will have these prizes. What's the point in putting them in? But I mean, yeah, that's the kickside for you. They don't give a shit. But I think the gear store is just a joke. It's a piss take, and yeah, it's just there's no point putting them in when pretty much everybody's got them. I mean, fucking hell, I've got them, and I can guarantee you everybody here on the panel's got them. If not, then oh well. But,
everybody's got the one that they need.
Exactly.
You might not have them all, but I guarantee with the last two events that we've had, if there was one that you were missing that you needed, you got it.
I have every single one, and the only one that I use is Ardra. and Roland, but not as much. I don't use Roland as much. Ardra's just a Doug tune. But
I got 3 when they came out. That first event. So
my overall opinion on the gear store is it's just a joke, and it's Kickstarter at its finest, taking the piss, basically.
I personally think it's kind of a slap in the face to all of us that already have them, because we've worked so damn hard in those events to get them. I mean, some of us have to work harder than others because we're not as strong as others. But now, okay, so I can go out and grind some medals and get my PV, get my infamy up to over 3,600, and I'm getting 150,000, medals every week. And in a couple weeks, I can have this.
It's like
it's not fair. This is BS. The only one on here that I don't have is Orin, and I don't care because I have Nyx and I love her. So that I don't need anything in here. This is all crap to me.
It's like when they brought the expert boulder out in the package where people could buy it, but then a couple of weeks later they brought it out in Gear Store, and they did the same with the Pandora.
It was a couple of months with Boulder.
Sorry,
that was the Black Friday Bundaroo, as they call it.
Yeah, and they said it was a one-time offer.
It was a one-time offer to straight out buy.
Couple months
That's
later.
the thing.
Yeah.
Exclusivity is a thing for a while, and just like all exclusivity, the time comes to an end where they then offer it out to the norms,
Yeah.
which is perfectly fine. But I think with this stuff they've got now, it's about time that other people that couldn't do that event or missed out on those heroes could grab it from the store. I mean, I can understand the frustration of it, that you worked in the event, you coined the event, and now it's basically free with medals. Because most people can do medal bases cheaply, if not freely, these days. But that's a thing. You got to expect it. I mean, with the way PvP works now and the way the medal store works now, yeah, you kind of got bone, and they usually should offer something new rather than something that's old or something that's being asked for.
Yeah.
Which they have, yet again, failed to do.
Exactly.
Perfect example of that. Instead of putting these heroes in that are virtually useless, if you really think about it, in the units that we have now, these units that are useless, why would they not put in units that people have been asking for months that have been gone, such as Expert Jericho or Dante? Like, something that could help.
I mean, if they put Expert Dante in, I'd be going straight for him, because he's the only one I haven't got out of everybody else.
Yeah, me too.
Exactly.
I need Expert Dante and I need Jericho. I'm sitting at 980,000 medals and I have nothing to buy.
I have both of those, and you can have them both for 350.
I would like, but now I have Expert Jericho because when I think I don't remember if they offered a package where I bought it with some Expert Howlers or something.
For a long time.
But and I might have got it out. I don't remember how I got it, but I don't have Doran, and I would love, Dante. I don't have Doran either, but I'd love to have Dante.
Doran's awesome. For
I'm sitting on like over 600k medals, and I got fuck all to buy.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm at 400.
But like that's even with me. One more medal payout, and I'm maxed out on medals.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I spent 1 million medals last night.
On what?
Got tech. I bought tech that I missed out on.
Yeah.
I got all the tech I need. That's the thing.
Well, see, this is my issue with the gear store. I have to say that, okay, I understand us having all these units, toiling over and collecting, Roland, which is okay, but not great. Orin, which is not very usable. I mean, aside from people like SK that like Furies so much.
Apollos, dickhead.
Apollos, whatever. Orin's Apollo. Nyx is the Fury. I'm sorry.
Don't you be Apollo.
I don't like the Apollos. I mean, I understand. I like the concussion, but I'm not good at them. I don't use them. I let them do their thing on their own, and I fly. I fly either Pandora and Hailfire or Hailstorms, or I'll fly Cyclones, or I'll fly Nyx and the Furies, or I'll fly other things. But regardless.
Yeah,
I understand they're putting this in for mid and low levels that haven't got them yet. I can appreciate that. For us, what they need in the gear store is to adjust the tech. They need to stop giving us crap tech and start giving us those gold level techs that we haven't seen in months.
Yes.
Gold level for lower units. Now I understand you think, oh well, now I'm being an asshole to the community saying, well, you're not giving me tech for the hero units, but I'm giving you gold tech that you can put on a lesser level Hades or Hellfire or whatever that you're gonna, well, not Hades, but Hellfire, Tempests and Howlers and all the other shit that we got. Even low levels will need gold level tech for their Howlers. That's the stuff we really desperately need in the gear store as the throwback collect stuff that you missed out on before. The gear store, personally, I think should be for past stuff, past units, past tech, old stuff. Events should be new tech, new stuff.
Agreed.
This invasion thing should be new tech and new stuff. They're kind of on that cusp, but it's just not.
They're not
what
there
they're giving us isn't worth it for me personally. But that's just mine.
No. Now, somebody just said in chat that they have a lot of gold tech in there now. Has anybody actually really looked to see? I mean,
They
what
don't.
gold tech? Well, I was going to say, what gold tech is in here? I was just looking through tech.
They've got all of the techs for most of the faction units right now. Vindicators, Purifiers, Acolytes, Furies, Hades, and Apollos, Disruptors, and Bonesaws.
Yeah, but it's true. But
That's
my
most of the available units, if
yeah,
not
but
all.
my point, yeah, but and then you're getting like 2 or 3 techs for each unit. You're not getting one for each slot. You're not getting all the techs. 6,
Right.
8 different versions, and you're not seeing the range. Like if people don't have the gold tech for Jericho, you've either collected in the gear store in the past your expert Jericho, you've collected your expert Dante, but you don't have the gold armor, you don't have the gold range, you don't have, you know what I mean? That's where the gear store would be absolutely fundamentally positive for the game. And as far as the tech tab goes, Spec Ops need a fucking drastic overhaul. They need to give us Spec Ops that we can use. Thorium needs a drastic overhaul. The pissant fucking amounts of thorium that you buy for that ridiculous amount of metals is not fucking sane. 300,000 thorium for 2,000 metals is fucking ridiculous. You can't. What are you going to use 300,000 thorium for in today's game? The top ranked 10,000 metals should give you 10,000 thorium. 6,000 metals should give you 6,000 thorium, and 2,000 metals could give you 2,000.
Million or Kickstarter will just take you up on your idea, and then you'll be getting shit.
All right, 10,000 metals should give you 25 billion thorium, so maybe we'll get 25,000 or something. You know what I mean?
I mean million.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, at least 10 million thorium for 10,000 metals. I mean, come on.
When you're looking at them, okay, look, I'm a higher level, but my base and all my attributes are very low level. Okay, I can only hold 88,000 thorium, so I'm not. I mean, that's a mid-level player's thorium vault. It's not a high-level player that's over 100 and 120, 100. I only hold 88 million. So having the option to spend my metals on thorium would be good if I get 10 or 20 million a pop, not 6,000.
It should go 25 million for the top amount that you're paying in metals, and it should go 10 and then 5. That's the way it should be.
That's fine. I'll do 25, 10, and 5.
Yeah. Because I mean, what, like you said, 300,000 thorium does nothing. I don't have anything on my mini base that I can spend 300,000 thorium on because everything's higher than that.
That's the only reason they put that in there, is they put that in there for missiles. They really did. They wanted to get you to, if you want to build your peacekeepers, and it's $1 million, it was 1.1 mil for a peacekeeper, or I think it's 600,000 for like a Maverick or something. It's basically, that's all it's there for. That's a gimmick for the mid-low levels that are trying to missile spam you. But then take into account anti-missile bastions. You don't fucking you're the draw for Kickside to get you to, okay, understand, follow me here. The draw for Kickside to get you to kill your units in collecting PvP and doing metals bases, to collect metals, to use in the gear store, to buy thorium, to build missiles, to go use those missiles to collect more infamy for your metals pal, or more metal bases. That is gone when you've negated using the fucking missile that you're trying to coerce me into using my metals to buy thorium for. So they have a good plot and a good idea, but it has become passé and outdated, and they need to update and understand they have unintentionally made this pointless, and now they have to retrofit it for the modern game as it plays this week, not 6 months ago, 8 months ago, 10 months ago.
Yeah, it's, they're giving us all this crap, but they're not really moving the game along based on the way we have to play now. I mean, like you said, special ops are stupid. I am so sick of getting Bacon Brigade, I could scream. I have no use for that.
Collecting ops in the actual bases is fucking garbage. But if they gave you all rare, like extremely rare, high quality ops in the gear store for large quantity metals, people would be buying them. People would buy Raining Blood if it was in the gear store.
Master
Would
Thief.
buy people. Well, yeah. Well, who knows if Master Thief is ever going to come back? I mean, some people do get it and have it.
Kleptomaniac.
In the game.
Kleptomaniac's a good one too.
It's still in the game.
Yeah. If they put that, if they put Kleptomaniac in for, look, what did they do? What did they do with dropships? That was what, 100,000 medals?
10.
10,000.
It's 10,000. Okay. Okay.
Yep,
give us Kleptomaniac. Give us Kleptomaniac at 80,000 medals.
Fuck you.
But you know what? There's people
Dude,
that would
how
buy.
hard is it
They
to
would
get
buy that
80,000?
though. They would buy that.
How hard is it? No, seriously, how hard is it to get 80,000 medals? That's 8
That's
bases.
beside the point.
Come on.
A
Seriously.
Kleptomaniac is more or less.
But hear me out. The 80,000 is still a goal that is hard for a honest low-level player not getting help. 80,000 is a very hard, steep hill to climb, but it's still well within the means in the median of tasks for us. You know, if It's Electric is 10,000, if It's Electric runs at 10,000 medals, and that is something we use constantly, and it helps us a great deal in collecting more medals in medal bases or doing whatever we have to do, then making something that's going to make me hit a player base in PvP, which will help spur on PvP, Kleptomaniac or Master Thief, putting them up in 80,000 for the lower
50.
one and 100. Okay, 50. Okay, how about 50 and 65? Will that suffice? 50,000 for the
20 and
lower
40.
one. No, I can't.
No,
in all good
50,000
conscience,
across
I
the board.
can't.
No more, no less.
I understand. I understand your hesitance and your resonance over if we go up that high, then future things will go fucking astronomically up in the air too. I
Yes,
can
they will.
appreciate that, and it's something that is in the back of my mind. But I
50,000.
want to. Okay.
50,000 is a good number.
Okay. So how about 40,000 for the lower and 50,000 for the 100% or whatever the fucking other one is? Because I've never had either one. I've never been that lucky.
Master Thief drains you to 0 of everything,
Okay.
and
So that's
Klepto's 60%.
Okay, so it's 50,000 for Master Thief, and the 60% Klepto would be 40 or 45. Does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have some. Okay, so now I'm not going to get my head bit off for the rest of this conversation. So these are things, and I hope the people in YouTube chat are not upset with that number. But those are things that are still.
YouTube.
Hey man, don't you? They're my people.
No,
out there. They're my
I'm waiting
people.
for the butt hurt now. I will
They're
sit
out there.
for the butt hurt.
They're out there holding on to their 350.
They can try and get the 350. 350 is mine.
but okay, so it's still hot. It's still on the highest end of the price point for medals in the gear store. It gives us a freaking useful goddamn tactic that we can purchase because we ain't seeing it in the bases when we hit 60s and 30s and 35s and all the other shit that we're hitting just to try to collect something useful. Dragonfly and all the things, everything. Give us all those high quality stuff that will make the grind lessened. If you don't want to stop with the shit and the content and the tasks, give us the stuff that makes it beneficial. Give us the stuff that allows our resources to gain faster. No, seriously, because then we can do the upgrades sooner. Give us the stuff give us the stuff that takes takes more from our opponent, so we can use it quicker to do the next upgrade, to do the next build, to fix our units. You know, I'm not going to start that conversation about repairs yet, but there's a lot of things that, if they were implemented, would directly, without any complication, spur PvP on. Because 90% of the stuff that the team has tried to push to help lift PvP has only harmed it. It's lessened it. And it's obvious. I mean, we all know. I mean, we had that whole. I mean, David and fuck you, obviously. Lonnie had issues. They had like 3 or 4 weeks of really hard trying to get our PvP shows to run with players who wanted the PvP. Kickside took a couple steps forward and it came back, and now PvP is fun again a little bit. It's still painful, but it's fun.
It's fun if you
Yes,
got
I'm still
a
talking,
Herald.
Hunter.
Hunter,
Yeah, it's quite. It's,
shut up and quit complaining.
I'm not complaining.
Like,
Yeah.
the only thing,
Oh no, he got timed out again.
the only thing that I would ask from Kixeye is you don't like to. I like the idea of putting all the spec ops in the gear store. It's a great idea. I'd be happy if they did it. But if they don't do it, give us the freaking reroll feature back at least, so we can pick which
They
ones
can't,
we
they
want.
broke it.
Yeah.
Like
They broke
they
it.
need to.
that is
They need to do something to fix it, because that. If
They
I'm
can't
sitting with
fix
10,
it. It's
if I'm sitting with
completely
10 million thorium in my base, and I do a base, and I get Bacon Brigade, I don't want to keep it because I'm gonna scrap it. Ooh, I get 100,000 res from it. Like, do something. Don't sit on your fingers. Do something.
That feature is grandfathered. Unfortunately, because of lack of common sense and spaghetti code, they can't do it. Because there are so many landmines in there.
Kind of like the
There are
Mine
so many
Factory.
landmines in the fucking game code. There is a lot of shit in there that cannot be done. The Mine Factory can't be changed. The as you say, the reroll feature cannot be changed, and it cannot be fixed. The
And
workshop bug.
they can't even delete that reroll feature out of the top text. They can't just get it out altogether and just give you the pop-up prize.
They can't. And that's why
Alright.
the reroll feature is there all the time. It's
Yeah,
why
okay.
eventually they figured, doing the event bases, they took Spec Ops out altogether.
I have to say this. So one of our panelists doesn't have a mic. It's Willow Wonka, which is awesome because I love Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's why I laugh. But he has a statement. He said, get rid of the Twin Titans op and give us an O Titan op or an O Phantom op or something like that. Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
An having your base hit by 2 Omega Phantoms? Fuck
No,
off.
not 2. You'd have 1. No, you'd have one.
No. But
one
you'd have
O
the Spec
Phantom,
Op.
and it might give one.
You'd have the Spec Op O Phantom and your own O Phantom hitting somebody's base.
That
Get
ain't
the
happening.
fuck out.
Well, that's yeah, but that's true. But what if the O Phantom op, you didn't control it or anything? It only gave you, say, 1 pass. That's it, 1 pass through base.
1 pass is all
But
you
of course,
need.
and then, well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It gives you the O Phantom gives you 1 pass. Then you can use your O Phantom to do
Do
the
you
second.
not remember the fucking debacle getting hit by 40 elite sandstorms?
Yeah.
Come
Well, I'm just happy that they finally
Or
fixed the
30
fact that I can't
Titans.
build 90
Or 30
90 fucking
or 1,000
condors.
drones. Or 50 condoms, you know. Yeah, I remember that about Punk 2, or the Scorpions with the fucking Hellfire missile.
Yeah, well,
That one was cool.
Well, Willow makes a point about the Titans. He said when you use the Titan op, you can still get hit by 3 Titans, two elites, and then whatever your Omega or whatever.
Yeah, but that's 2 elites.
so, I mean, there's
Those
that.
elites.
They're not
in a
even max level elite.
No, they're not max. They're old term elite. They're not modern term.
Yeah,
because they
they're
never
level 16 elite, is what they are.
well, you know, with the going back to your spec op pricing, you know, they're going to come up with some fucked up pricing scheme on that, like they do on all the other stuff that's in there.
Yeah,
So,
well, that's an
Your
If it falls in line with the current set and it's worth doing, then yes, by all means. If it's not, and the spec op turns out to be fucking dropship Mark II, and it will break it in 45 minutes like we did the last time, and then it'll get capitalized by every motherfucker in the game, and they'll take it out 2 weeks later.
Yep.
Dropships destroyed PvP for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Only because of the glitch, that's all.
Well, it wasn't
No,
a
it was-
glitch. That was the thing. The dropships were not a glitch. People
It was-
just figured out a
Okay,
way
yeah.
of stacking
No,
them on top
no.
of one another to
This is-
remove PvP.
Stop.
I
The whole thing.
misspoke.
No,
What I
the
meant
whole thing
was
about dropships
when-
was. Oh, go ahead.
the concept of the dropship is that it can pass over everything and park on top of tunes. Where Kixeye screwed up is they made a limit to how many dropships could sit on top of each other. If they
No,
want to
that's
fix
not-
the
no.
drop, If they want to fix the dropship, you take that out. That way you can't stack 2 on your base and never be hit.
The concept of dropship was that stupid spec op that allowed you to deploy from a resource deposit.
Up, guys?
But
Hey, Lenny.
But it was allowing you to do so directly from your base. It was getting rid of that stupid spec op. It was getting rid of, in their stupid backwards theory of not necessarily knowing how to play the game, of getting rid of being locked out of a base. Without understanding that their concept literally allowed you to lock your own base down. And we figured that shit out in the first 5 minutes of playing it, with it on the show. Once you had a tune on a hex and put that over top of that hex, you're fucked. You can't attack up, you can't attack down, you're screwed, and you can't get into the base.
Hey, there's
so a dropship, you were done.
They're off topic, but there is a little low level 22 live streaming this damn game. And
cool.
I was just watching it, and it really goes to show you what it really takes to be a low level. You can't play this game starting out. Not without help.
Is he literally failing badly, like getting hurt in repair time and everything?
Oh yeah. I mean, he's trying to use freaking cobras and oh fuck.
That's what it's gonna have.
Banshees.
Those old not the rocket
Warhawks?
buggies, but the ones that do the barrage, the elite ones. The
Razorbacks.
Right, there you go.
I got those on. I use those on my 28.
He's trying everything he can to get metal so he can buy fucking libs, and he can only hold 6 million. And he can only hold 6 million Thor. So,
all right, guys, I'm getting off. Got to be up early in the morning, but you guys take care.
No worries. Take it easy. Thanks
Good night.
for coming.
That's fine. It's cool.
but it goes to show you that being a low level in this game, you're gonna need a lot of fucking help.
Being a low level in this game fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does.
starting out, you might as well just stick a fork and not even fucking play it. I mean, watching that, it's just like,
The direction the game has gone between where it was and where it is now is just insane. You've got years worth of content to go through.
Hunter makes a valid point. He says, he's getting used to using the mega units, the omega units, and everything. He's forgetting how to use the basic units. And there is a point where I agree. I stopped remembering the nuanced techniques of how to sneak certain units in that we used to play with. And now it's just like, well, I've got the range and I've got the DPS. I don't need to worry. I can sit back. It'll hit it. It can't hit me. As opposed to the old fun of having to get up underneath, the grenade launching fucking mortar turrets. Yeah, it's like that was fun. That's gone.
Yeah, I like getting on my 28 account every now and then and playing because I only have Banshees. I got like 8 Liberators on that account, but the main stuff I use are Elite Mega Tanks, Elite Razorbacks, and Banshees, and it's a lot of fun. It's really nostalgic, and it's way more challenging than my 45 account because my 45 account, I want Thor. I go to an 80, deploy the Herald, turn Ruby on, and walk away.
Yep.
And that's basically that. I think we've gone way off overboard here, but I'm going to go straight on. I'm going to go straight off to Wrong Thinker's latest post. Wrong Thinker thinks one does not simply defend their base.
Oh shit! Eh?
So apparently he's been thinking a lot about defense, and defense is an interesting part of the game when it works.
Yeah.
When you're not lagging out, when you're not crashing out, when you don't have 18,000 fucking pop-ups appear, when you're PvPing and you're not getting fucking DOSed by the other guy who's trying to cheat his way through a fucking auto hit to watch you die. You're probably not online when you're getting hit, which is usually what happens.
Yep.
Because they wait till you're offline just because you have base defenders and are going to put a really giant shit on their day. enjoy the spectacle of defending. Well, yeah, spectacle is a fucking appropriate word. Of defensive combat through avenues we provide, or aka Onslaught, the monthly event, and Invasion. So they now want to switch base defense from PvP to PvE. Onslaught was fun at first because it was new and different and became a super grind. There's so many waves to go through, and the effort to strategize each specific wave wasn't worth the effort over time. Now, I'm gonna break off for a second here. Most people who were doing Onslaught would just simply let the base do most of the work. I mean, towards the end, sort of between 40 and 50, is about the only time you would put defenders in, until quite recently when they kept throwing fucking 5 Omega Juggernauts at your goddamn base.
Yep.
If we put really great prizes in there, we'd have to make the waves harder to warrant the prices. I'm not going to make a comment on that, but alright. If we make the waves harder, the grind actually gets much worse since there are so damn many waves. No shit, Sherlock. Way to point out Captain Obvious. If we make the waves easy, it feels like a joke and a waste of time. Now, I'm going to break a second there. Onslaught was a waste of time after about the third one you ran in the space of 2.5 months. If we reduce the number, it ends up being a worse version of Onslaught. No matter which way you turn, Onslaught felt like a bit of a dead end. And it's not only feeling like a bit of a dead end, it was a dead end. And you should have shit-canned it. An Onslaught every 2 to 3 months? Fine. An Onslaught every 2 weeks? No. Fuck off. The event defense waves fare a little better, even though they're ridiculous. There are fewer of them and they're blended into attack mates, more variety, and have better prizes, since you work harder to get them. You don't have to make the waves themselves hard, as surrounding attack waves do warrant a decent prize. But they're only available once a month during the monthly event, twice, with Nightmare mode, which means they can't be relied on for more frequent defense wave fun. And then there's Invasion, which is everybody's favorite thing right now. That was sarcasm, just in case you missed it. You can chip away at waves over multiple attacks, which is cool, and you get to compete with your fellow players on a leaderboard, which is also cool. No, it isn't. A leaderboard is nothing short of a dick-measuring exercise. The cool aspects are held back by many things in the Plague Invasion. Success meant spamming defense wave spawns rather than strategy. Slow to load pop-ups would actually hurt the leaderboard time, and the prizes weren't really all that special. Well, at least you were honest about that.
Yeah.
A few things come from this. They're scrapping Onslaught. It might come back to special occasions, but it just wasn't cutting it. The Invasion, the wave will still award thorium when completed, just like the last couple of months, but if you complete the entire wave from beginning to end in a single attempt, you will earn a perfect victory. Gaining a perfect victory on a wave grants you medals, with the number of medals increasing with each difficulty. To earn a perfect victory on any of the later waves will take more than just a powerful base, but also strategy and skill. You'll probably need to wave a time or two to get a feel for it, but execute the perfect defense. The waves have been designed to be both challenging and rewarding. A great combination. Look, I don't consider a couple of thousand medals a reward for a perfect base defense. Alright, 45,000 medals for the entire thing is a slap in the face. It's
add an extra 0 to that.
I wouldn't even do it for 500,000.
450,000 medals, I would do the full thing. Because that's a legitimate amount of medals.
I
know they're not, but that's what it'll take for a player like me to go back into doing Onslaught. Is if they're going to do it for medals, it has to be a substantial amount.
Agreed.
Make it 6 figures.
Well, they're giving you a substandard amount. Is that close enough? Talking Kickstarter logic.
They give you a substandard event for a substandard event. Expect you to play
okay, let's even look at it. Let's look at the 45,000 medals. In the gear store right now, what can that buy you? One piece of tech?
Nothing.
4 Spec Ops? Oh my god.
Man, I could just chew the shit out of some Hand of God Spec Ops. I get 40 of them bitches.
Hand of
And some
God.
hookers. You can get hookers.
That's a lot of hookers.
Yeah, 45 hooker Spec Ops. There you go.
There you go. Ooh.
I'll go build my own gear store.
Yeah.
Hookers.
All right. I hate to bounce out early, but I gotta go to my nephew's birthday party, so I will watch the rest of the show later. You guys take care.
See ya.
Make sure you
That's
set
another
up
thing.
for the
The Spec Ops needs to be freaking redone.
Lonnie, you're
The
about
Spec Ops-
20 minutes late for that discussion,
Yep.
and I really don't want to go back to it.
Yeah, I droned on way too long. I just wouldn't shut up.
Where were we? Where were we
Imagine
at?
that.
There were some ideas, and there were some good ideas, and hopefully kicks I listen. But second, planning and strategizing, letting your base repair would have previously damaged your leaderboard position, but not anymore. I sound like a fucking car dealership. Jesus Christ!
And come on down. You're in the next
And come on down, do the invasion, pick up some medals, get fucked by Kickside. Sorry, I got distracted. So now the timer only counts when you are actively engaging in a wave. So as soon as you hit that defend button, that timer will start. And no longer do you have to sit there and wait for everything to repair or call your base back or blah, 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 blah. Like that fucking prick who got 2.5 minutes in invasion number 1, who used a giant bug to fuck his time over because he's a fucking belly.
There's somebody in there with 2 minutes, a little under 3 minutes right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
The bug is still there.
Yep.
And that guy won't be on the top of the leaderboard at the end. Speaking of, before I finish off this post, I need a statement. Now, if you are going to post videos on the Unshackled page, by all means do so. But if you're going to continually post PvP videos of you smashing offline fucking bases and making yourself out to be far bigger than you actually are, I will no longer allow PvP videos at all on the Unshackled page. At all. Because promoting yourself ridiculously when all you're doing is coining repair and going to hit bases teaches people nothing. There is no teaching. There is no thought. It's deploy this, deploy this, deploy this, base is flat, jobs are good. No. No more PvP videos. At all. From this point on. If you're posting shit like PvE videos, event bases, single bases, anything that can help players, yeah, go for it. Steedy does it, Gabby does it, Kagral does it. There are a few other guys that post videos like that. But from this point on, I am officially putting the fucking ban hammer on PvP videos. No more. And if you've got questions, comments, ideas, keep them for your fucking self.
Doc,
What?
what about ones that are online PvP videos?
If there's a lesson to be learned in there, then yes. But if there isn't, and I do review every single video, I review each and every one of them for those pricks who put free repair on their videos going in with a damage platoon.
Right?
I review every single video that goes on that page and decide, in my own infinite wisdom, whether to approve it or not.
Just like all those people that are trying to join the Unshackled page previously, now, and in the future. I will say this. If you just joined Facebook 2 weeks ago, don't even think about it. If you join and all your groups and likes are hidden, trust me, we have ways of finding out most likely what groups you're in. Not that hard.
I can access people's groups. I know which groups people are in at any given time. If you go out of your way to privatize what groups you are in, and I can't get access to them, I can usually get access via some other means. But if I cannot see those groups via any means, you're not getting on the page. If your account is less than a year old, you are not getting on the page. If your account has War Commander hacks, or War Commander Kurdish hacks, or War Commander hack this, and cheat engine and trainer for anything, not just War Commander, if you've got cheats for any other game, you're not getting on the page. Even if you don't have a single War Commander group in there, and you've got cheats for anything, you are not getting on that page. You're still waiting to get on the page?
What about if it's how to cheat on your wife?
It's still cheating.
That's
Okay, well then I guess how to cheat on your significant other. Yeah, okay. I guess we'll remove that post real quick. Damn it.
That's not even the wrong page. That's the wrong book altogether.
Jesse, if you apply to the page now while I'm online. In fact, I will go and post a group so anybody that hasn't joined can join. Stringent process that is made before people can get onto that group. If you don't fall into any of the categories, then you'll be fine. But for some bizarre reason, I recognize your name and I can see why. I don't allow any of this bullshit.
I don't blame you.
Yeah,
Doc.
okay.
I mean, we don't.
I don't know why Jesse wasn't on the page previously. Huh. All right. Well, you're on there now, so don't be a dick. Right. But now my rant on that is completely over, so I can continue with what I was on. Next month is you're getting 2 invasions instead of 1. Since invasion is relatively bite-sized, it's a much better approach than offering 1 invasion and 1 lengthy and boring onslaught. Each invasion next month will give out a large number of tokens. The first invasion next month will give out tokens for 1 corpus, and the second for a different corpus unit. So you're getting corpus tokens next week. I cheat on my taxes. God damn it, Debo.
It's next week is the event. And next month is when it's double invasion.
Oh, and
That's
look who
what I
finally
just-
shows up. Hello, Daba.
Yeah, you're about an hour later than you should be.
Blame that on my buddy. It just decided to go to sleep. Whatever. Continue the show. I'll go
Sleep?
after.
What the hell? Sleep.
You can sleep when you're dead.
I agree. That's why I'm trying to figure out how in the world I like dozed off today.
So he believes the changes will make invasion fun, challenging, and rewarding, and be able to muster the best defense. And the leaderboards will reveal the answer soon enough. Check the new invasion format this week and see how you like it. So I'm going to go down a couple of things before I start poking into this. Before I do that, I'm going to highlight this particular brick in the forums, my Dika Small 1, and I'm going to highlight you specifically because you're a bit of a fucking moron. If you're going to post in forums, 1, don't post it all in capitals because you look like a twat. 2, there are so many fucking F-bombs in there. I think they've actually been edited out. No, go fuck yourselves. Don't fucking sugarcoat it. Just tell us, hey, fuckers, you're not getting it. You goddamn PvP air platoon, go fuck yourselves. Where is my goddamn PvP air platoon, Mr. Wrong Thinker? You promised, that's an absolute, which didn't happen. And said we would see it in a couple of weeks, and I'm not one to sugarcoat shit, do it, and I'm to the point. Being to the point is one thing. Hunter, if you type in all capitals again, I will have you timed out permanently for the rest of the show. I'm not kidding. You don't get people's attention that way. Neither do you do it by posting it this way, either. The proofread version, which is in English, which is fine, and a translation into squigglies that I cannot read. Now, I can guarantee you that there aren't a lot of people in War Commander that understand any of that. Most War Commander players that are foreign are usually of Arabic descent because they prefer War Commander. If you go towards Vegan Conflict, they are usually of the Asian Russian descent. Battle Pirates is usually the Spanish descent, Spanish and Portuguese. I see a lot of them over there. So you have to be specific if you're going to translate a language that you know. By all means, do it. But it's not necessary in the forums when 98% of it is in English. And somebody sent Debo the link to the show, the hangout.
Got it.
I'm on it.
Well, I go through his bullshit fucking things. And we go through, there it is. The straight answer, as I usually don't give straight answers, an Air PvP platoon has no set release date and was not promised by me. I actually do like the idea of adding an Air PvP platoon to PvP and would love to see it in the game, and have probably said as much. Air platoons are handled differently from ground platoons for a variety of reasons, which is why we haven't tackled this yet or set a date for it. Which brings me to this post here. Airborne PvP platoons. This was back in April. Rightly observed a huge gap in the Herald and the Juggernaut, and it's the Herald that can't be used as effectively in PvP due to the lack of an airborne PvP platoon, which provides the massive repair reduction. Based on the feedback, we have already begun investigations into giving you guys an airborne PvP platoon. That was back in April. We don't have a specific time frame yet, but we are going to prioritize this investigation and the following work. Informing everyone as soon as we have a fully evaluated the scope of work. Does it really take 3 months, almost 4, to figure out how to sort that out? Please, somebody tell me.
The longer they take, the more money they make.
Yep.
True enough.
I have a different aspect of that. I think the longer they take, the more they fuck up in the interim. And when they finally roll out what they intend, it doesn't work the way they want it to.
That too.
Because the focus it's not pinpoint accurate focus. They end up going off on different tangents and they put things to the side. They don't focus all their attention on coming up with the solution. They'll go off and do another project for a little bit, come back and try to tackle it again, and they've forgotten where they left off, and it doesn't seem to be a functioning system.
What that sounds like to me at the moment is a whole bunch of double entendres, half-faced truths, and bald-faced fucking lies, like walking into a strip club and asking somebody for a hug. That's exactly what it looks like.
Actually, most of the times
based on the feedback, investigating, it was either a yes or a no. Not, oh, we like this idea, we'll work on it, and it'll come out 3 years from now. Or we'll do this, and we'll do this, and I'll write it on my board. And I won't look at it for another 2.5 years. What the fuck?
I wonder if the marker's dry, like if it's permanently dried on from last year when he wrote stuff on the board.
Exactly.
I wonder if it's like permanently engraved to the board.
We are investigating. Keep people informed on the way it is going. It is either going to be a yes or it is going to be a no. Not sit here pandering, wasting 3 months, saying, oh, it's a great idea, I'll see what I can do, and then doing nothing about it. Airborne Airborne PvP is a dumb idea since you need 2 heralds, 2 titans, and how people use the units in game and PvP and PvE. You can't change the platoons in which the units are damaged. You have to coin your air to change your 2. Now, Blunt, I do agree and both disagree. Bearing in mind, yes, the Herald is primarily at the moment used for PvP because that's its tactic. Because a lot of the bases are scaled against using a Herald. So you use your Titan, your Sandstorm, and other units to tackle said problem. It goes into territory
It's like the
that
Phantom.
is far too complicated. The Phantom is another one in particular. It's a suicide unit, and I can't fucking stand it.
Yeah. Well, the Omega Phantom's so much better, and the new tech with the sustained armor. Oh my god, it makes the Phantom actually usable. It really does. I mean, when you run over a Phantom over a tune of Liberators, your Phantom's dead unless you got the sustained armor on it. I ran over about 20 or 30 libs, and I took like 30, 40 minutes of damage, and I killed every fucking one of them.
That's the power of Omega units.
Yes.
The be-all and end-all.
But if I had a PvP tune, my Herald and Phantom would never leave it. And I would be putting my other stuff in there, and I would coin it to get it out if I needed it. It would be a coiner's tune if you put everything in it. Yes, but
it is a coiner's tune.
But I mean, it's going to be setting. It's the same thing with your jug and stuff. I mean, you use your jug and everything, and you use it in PvP. You got to coin it to get it out if you want to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
See, like if I'm taking a big unit like Jug or Herald or Titan or whatever, I throw it in a PvP tune, assuming I had an air, and assuming I did use these units in the like a big unit in the air in the platoon, I would strategically have to modify my gameplay because, you know, I would make sure I have enough res and Thor and yada yada yada, because like what PvE actually has to be done. Like what Monday through Wednesday, assuming that you've got like you're an upper level player and you've got enough tech for stuff, you really don't have to PvP unless you're collecting
PvP at night before you go to bed.
Sorry, my apologies. PvE, not PvE, not PvP. So what I do is I throw stuff in PvP tunes. I go smash sectors I don't like, and I go to bed. Wake up, come back from work, do the same thing on like. You know, I don't Juggernaut and whatnot. Juggernaut, Ardra, and my Purifier is my PvP tune currently, and I don't use any of that for PvE. Yes, I mainly use air. Let me see.
You see, that's the problem that's being faced. There are, of course, variations here and there for various reasons, on personal preference. Having an air PvP platoon would be good for PvP. Most people use air in bases as it is. Most people don't. As always, the feedback on this will be hilarious, and we'll receive some bullshit replies and the usual crap on top of that. But the final topic for this evening is next week's event, which is Operation True Believers. Now, I am pulling the show back to Wednesday night. Hopefully, Kixeye don't fuck me again, but Wednesday only for the event. Okay, and of course, the live show the following day, simply because of update notes and any other bullshit they'll throw at you in between.
Hey, Doc.
From this point on, the show will be Thursday nights.
Okay, good. So, because I got the picture half done, fucker.
Can I add something onto the PvP little thing we was talking about?
Make it quick.
You was just talking about you use air for PvP. Well, here lately, I've only been using air because all of the DCs that's been going on lately, to enter a base and then go out your tune is going to get hit probably by the enemy. And to go into that tune, you're talking 75%, you're going to DC. And you're going to lose that fucking heavy tune. My heavy tune has not left my base for a month now. I've been flattening every fucking base with air. Just for the simple fact, I'm not going to lose a heavy tune to a fucking enemy. I'm not going to do it. The DCs lately are just fucking outrageous.
Yep.
And then when you get DC'd, you're done popped, and they're going to hit your base. So then you got to go with the endless array of fucking tech that pops up when you do get back into your base after 10 minutes. And when you do get back in, you got 10 seconds left, and your base is done flat. It's a fucking waste. I mean, to defend your base anymore is a waste. I have 3 Hades I put in my base. I micro heal them, and I fucking end it. The game is just so
Lonnie.
shitty right now with DCs. It's fucking outrageous.
Lonnie, I will agree with you on that one. And Kix, I will tell you, this is a problem with our end. It is not a glitch. Bullshit. It's a fucking.
No. Everybody's not wrong. Everybody has the same fucking thing. Send me a trace route. Fuck no, I'm not sending you nothing. Fix the fucking game.
I can't tell you how many people have been having people test and whatnot. And when you advance scout people, we're getting you're getting the tech bomb just as if you were in your base. So some bases like you advance scout them and you get the tech bomb, and I'm like,
yep.
I tried doing it to a multitude of players, and it seems to be like a select few. I can actually continuously get it, whether they attack me or I attack them. But not groups, but specifically just like players. When I jump into random sectors of all
it's
like,
after you just load into the game too.
Yeah, I even had it happen on a friendly base. Like somebody who was my friend who I
did too.
To my best knowledge, they're clean. It happened to them, and I'm like, huh, that's funny.
The game is so out of whack right now, it's not funny. The DCs are fucking unbelievable.
Nobody brought up the war rig, but the war rig sucks, and we all know it does.
Yeah.
It's another suicide unit that they're going to make money off of. That's all it is.
It's a meat shield. That's all it is.
It's a growler without drones.
And they're supposed to make it better with the tech that's going to come out for them. So
Wrong Thinker posted to use it as a battering ram, and as of yet, I don't think that's a good way to use it because everything in our base is just going to mow it down.
Wrong Thinker posted to use it as a repair collector. As in, go ahead, bring it through your base, and collect the 16 hours repair. And then fuck off.
He said to watch it for invasion, and people are telling me it's in wave 4 and 6, and I didn't even see it. I just seen a wave of detonators and libs come at me, and I didn't see anything with the war rig. So either I killed it really fast or he didn't spawn.
It doesn't even matter.
Another thing. Ridiculously powered units that have exceptional ideas. What the war rig is, it's a bigger version of a fucking a Roland or the Hades tank, the hammer tank.
That or the Growler. The
Growler can run over shit. The Hades can run over shit.
No, it's kind of like an Inferno. You run that motherfucker in as deep as you can in the base and hope it kills everything it can before it's dead.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Pretty much. The Inferno has the pulsar. The Inferno has the pulsating thing that does damage to pretty much anything around.
Yeah.
I like the Inferno.
Which actually didn't suck.
I love that.
Yeah, Inferno didn't suck. I liked mine. I still pull mine out and play with it every now and again, but not often, but every once in a while.
I don't think my Inferno went past like level 5, but
mine is scrapped.
Mine's maxed, but you know,
Mine's
I don't.
Mine is maxed and scrapped.
Mine's in the armory, maxed.
But that's the thing. Old units that were really good are now gone, which as you'd expect with a game like this. But suicide units, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good. In this particular one, this one sucks. At least the Growler had a fucking purpose.
Well, let's hope it's like the Inferno. When the Inferno first came out, it was a fucking piece of shit. It couldn't take a 45. One of those 45 metal bases we used to have. It couldn't take one of those, but I reevaluated it and buffed it up, and it was a beast. just like they did with the Herald. So maybe they'll do that to the
They'll
warship.
probably do with Warrig when they realize how fucking shitty it is.
Yeah.
Okay, now there was a question in chat. Does anybody know what the next Shadow Op prize is?
The next Shadow Op prize?
Yeah, does
Yeah,
anyone
it's Slavko put it possibly in the content roadmap, but it was
From what I recall hearing,
was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. I read like right when the war
unit for Corpus.
actually last year or last week. I mean, I think it was a VTOL aircraft. Me and I think it was me and LJ or whatever. We were trying to figure out what it might do, if it's an actual carrier or if it's just a
there it is.
like our
Yeah, Hal just said
Harrier.
next Corpus tank.
apparently it's called Blackout.
Blackout.
Okay.
Is it going to
just
turn
listen
like
to how ridiculous this sounds. I'm gonna deploy my Blackout and go kill this unit here.
Yeah.
Hey guys, yeah, I was just gonna say that. Does it turn the lights out like right when you're about to DC?
There you go.
I'm gonna deploy my Blackout and pull the power on the base.
What does vertical takeoff and landing, you dumb fuck.
It's like a Harrier jump. Think of the U.S. Harrier jump jet.
Yeah.
So it's sitting on.
Hang on a minute.
Here's my thing. No, the Harrier jump jet wasn't designed by United States.
Say
America.
the U.S. Harrier jump.
Okay, stop.
The
I know
Harrier
the U.S.
jump
It's a
jet
French
was built
design.
by fucking British engineering. So shut your dirty whore mouth.
I thought it was a French designer and a British
No,
company.
that was the Typhoon.
Oh, okay, yes, okay. Thank you very much.
The Euro.
At any rate, this is my point. Why do we even care if it's a VTOL? If the fact is, we don't get. Is it going to spawn and then lift off from the spawn point and fly over the base? No, it spawns like all of our other air. It's already in the fucking air when it hits them. So why the fuck are they even wasting their time in this? You know,
because it's not going to lift.
Stop saying it's a VTOL. Stop saying that's a vertical. It's stupid. Just say it's an aircraft. You know, it's either a fan-driven or a jet or. You know.
The VTOL means I should be able to use my Furies and Apollos like fixed-wing aircraft. I should be able to use them like Thunderstorms. And in addition to using them
what this does tell you is that it will go into your helipad. It is able to go into your helipad.
Yep,
that's the only point of this conceptual fucking statement.
And maybe it'll actually have
guys, and gal.
Carrot on a stick. That's all it is.
Here you go. I'm going to screen share, Doc. I got to screen share this. They took it off. Here, I found a picture of it, the VTOL Blackout. You ready? There you go. That's what it might look like.
I can't see
No,
it.
it fucking won't. Don't be stupid.
Oh God.
Hey,
that looks like a Lego.
Nope.
That's what
It's made out of Legos.
Yeah, see, look, there's the Lego
that
unit.
one looks cool. The one that you had before kind of looked like that Independence Day thingy.
Can I carry on now?
No.
Fine, I'll boot you so I can anyway.
Anyway, there you go.
Okay, so the event that is next week. 2 mission tracks, of course. Main and faction. The usual bullshit applies. Survivor faction units: Roland, Weaver, Liberator, Detonator, Hammer, Disruptor, Bonesaw, and Warrig. The same usual other rules. Mercenaries and spare cops cannot be used in faction missions, and missiles can. The mission briefing is the usual. Scrolling through allows you to see XP, prizes, and tips. And resetting operation progress. Blah, 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 fucking blah. Now I gotta wait till next week to actually see the actual briefing. Fucking hell, Blunt, I nearly booted you. I didn't recognize your fucking picture for a minute.
Force to have it.
No, I don't like unrecognized names.
Yeah.
That,
Alright,
new
I can
pictures
send my
throw me
vouch
the
for
fuck off.
I can semi-vouch for Blunt. He's an okay sometime dude.
Yeah, I can vouch for him myself now. I fucking recognize his goddamn name.
I got to do it on surprise, man.
I'm dealing with enough shit as it is.
Like pop in surprise.
Surprise, motherfucker, is what's going on. But yeah, it's pretty much the same old bullshit with the same old bullshit event.
And the same old bullshit.
With the same old bullshit. Is there anything anyone wants to bring up?
Next week rather, is Survivors. So make sure you get your Survivors stuff up.
I just said that 2 minutes ago.
We will be possibly running an REV tomorrow if Jump is open.
Well, obviously, you got 2 minutes and some odd seconds.
So what?
It obviously is because you got some guy with a freaking under 3 minute invasion time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
Already.
I'm at 11 minutes I'm waiting on wave 10 right now, and it was nothing in my base. So I like this invasion because it, like, you know, it.
I was having issues with jumps. I was having issues with jumps a couple days ago and yesterday. It was giving me this base information not found, try again later bullshit. That was pissing me off.
Oh, yes.
Hit me, and I go to retaliate, and I can jump to other sectors, but it would not let me jump to the sector he was in. So I could jump to the sector before, jump to a different sector. Then I tried another person in my attack log. Again, I could jump to certain ones, and then I go to one that was actually going to pay me some fucking infamy. Couldn't jump to his sector. Base information not found. Try again.
Have you guys seen the HZ90s? They should be giving fucking 50K medals for that son of a bitch.
What to the wise?
It's not,
I know you're in the fucking chat. This is the only thing you're gonna get from me. Keep posting. I'll keep fucking banning you. And when YouTube figures it all out and I get hold of them, they'll fucking perma-ban you, IEP, Mac ban, everything. You are fucking done. You don't come over to my show that I'm running and try and fucking troll a friend of mine that's in the chat. Dixie.
Dixie,
you're a fucking
that dude's a fucking animal. I'm sorry,
He
he's
is
a
an animal.
fucking animal.
Loving the bits.
fucking nuisance now, man. The whooping on him.
And I want to know who that dude is that is on the forums. My dick is so small because they're fucking getting their name from him.
He is my default. It's either him or somebody else. I can't remember. The more you know. Do you want a ban hammer as well? Because I'll fucking hit you like fucking no tomorrow. No, he's okay. That's fine. I just checked him. He's actually got videos and subs on his channel. Which is rare. But yeah, okay. That's pretty much it for the moment. If there's anything else to discuss, please do it somewhere else because I can't be asked. It's 1:30 in the morning. I want to go to fucking bed. So we're going to wrap up. I'll start at the end with Blunt Burner. Shout outs, last words.
I don't have one, man. I've only just popped in.
All right, no worries. David, shout outs, last words.
Shout outs to everybody out in the YouTube land for coming out and watching this show. I will be working on, and I'm still working on, a new picture with the new times. For the rest of you, you can fuck off. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. You don't like my voice? Turn your damn speakers off. Or take your earbuds out. Pull your headphones off. Everybody in the YouTube panel, thank you for coming.
Well, I would do that, David, but I have to run the fucking show. So.
All right, is he done talking yet?
Yeah, kiss my ass, fucker.
I'm ready to put my earbuds back in.
Yeah, fuck off.
Oh, I woke up. Sorry.
Hey, this is
I love you, David.
for the millions and millions that will be watching this later.
Dang it, one day I'm beautiful.
Enjoy.
All right, Dubba, shout outs, last words.
I've upgraded now to trillions. The trillions that will watch. You can't steal that. That's mine. That's patented. There's a patent pending in the U.S. office of wherever that happens. And yes. So anyways,
Patent office.
U.S. Office of whatever happens. I just made that up. Yep, there we go. It's an official office.
Fuck off.
So, to everyone out on YouTube and whoever will watch this show, good luck in the event. Remember, don't kill off all your units. Take your time. Same thing with this invasion. Take advantage of the whatchamacallit, the fact that your time doesn't go down in between waves. And me being a nerd, I actually use the stopwatch. The time starts when you hit defend, and it ends right before the little pop-up comes up. So there you go. Like right before the pop-up that says like the wings and says congratulations or whatever it says, wave defeated. Shout out to everyone on the panel, especially to Doc for being up at this at what do you say, 1 in the morning.
1 in the morning, half one.
And the fact that he continues to run these shows even though he does not like it. I just have one question that was asked in YouTube. Why does it say Vega at the top of the screen there?
Why does it say where? Oh, because that's what happens when I'm in forums. It doesn't matter where I am. It's always Vega.
Okay, that's your favorite. Was that your favorite game in Warcraft and Kickside?
It always was.
There you go. See, they gave you a permanent banner. If we do a rave, shout out to Sector X, and I'm gonna make a poll on the Unshackled page. Because a Saturday at 4 p.m., 5 p.m. doesn't seem to be working too much. People got work, yada, yada, yada. For the past 2 weeks that people's got work. So I was wondering, I'm going to make a poll, see if you guys want it a little later in the afternoon, maybe like 7, 8 Eastern. So I'll make that poll later. And yeah, that's it.
Excellent, excellent. Lonnie, shout-outs, last words.
Yeah, if we do run that RIV tomorrow, I'll probably run it later in the evening, probably around 9 p.m. Eastern. Shout outs are to everybody, and August 11th is coming up real soon, so be ready to smash Dr. Phil and Shadow Killer.
Yep.
Eat a dick.
I'm done.
All right, Lady Warrior.
Sorry. Lonnie had me laugh and I had to stop for a second. Shout out to everybody on the panel. Shout out to YouTube land. Everybody watching now and that will watch later. Shout out to all my peeps in 164. I love you. Shout out to Wolfie, even though he's not on, but he's always begging me for a shout out offline. And for Pal War Commander, I flat you, big boy. That's it.
Hello.
Woo!
Venom, shout outs, last words, brother.
Shout out to all the people who participate in these shows and all the viewers out there that support us and keep watching. Thanks for hanging in there with us, struggling along with all of us. So, that's it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Dava has a public service announcement before I give mine, so go ahead.
Yeah, so actually, are you allowed to show this on like live?
Has it got a name on it?
Wrong Thinker.
That's fine.
All right. Can you scroll up to the top and find Wrong Thinker somewhere? I just want to show the community something.
Love you, Hunter.
Like maybe there you go, and then click his name to go to his profile.
I'm on his profile.
All right, keep your mouse right there. So right where he's got his mouse, it says 59 posts. If you click that, it will take you to all of his posts. It says 1,175 replies. If you click that, it'll show you to all his replies. So we as Unshackled have to hold him to his word. We can look at these at any leisure. These are public to the best of my knowledge, and so scroll through them when you're bored at work or whatever, and make sure he's actually up doing what he says. Like for instance,
I have to go read that.
6 weeks, roughly 6 to 8 weeks ago, we were supposed to figure out why we were supposed to get our Sentinel or our what are these stupid things called? Like the Survivor Corpus and Sentinel, we were supposed to figure out like why switching to them would be useful. And now he says, "Oh yeah, I'll give you that in 2 weeks," and it hasn't happened yet. So
We had no benefit
then,
showing.
when you find something like that, make a constructive forum post saying, "Hey, did you forget about this?" or something like that. Follow the forum rules.
Oh.
And Yeah.
Just before I give my shout outs, I found an amusing forum name that I wanted to go read, which was calling bollocks on the PvP plat reduction that I mentioned earlier. 1.5 hours of repairing a PvP plat of damaged flanks should not be 39 gold to repair. And Wrongthinker did reply, and after internal investigation, it looks like the benefit doesn't apply to all units. For example, the internal tests show that it works as planned with Juggernaut. Didn't test it all units, and it looks like some of the non-unique faction units didn't get their gold price reduced. I do not anticipate us being able to solve this issue for this go around. If we do the reduced PvP bonus again, which we're thinking about doing, we'll make sure to solve this issue, since it was our intention to have the gold prices drop during this window with this time. We diminish the value of the intended benefit.
Wow.
This
That's
is
something we need to hold
Kickstarter's
him to.
problem. Oh no, I intend to hold him to that. I've got the fucking post and I'll bookmark it in a moment. This is the problem. Kicksai are great at putting things down on paper. When it comes to actually putting it out there, y'all motherfuckers suck, in the words of Shadowkiller. Great on paper, not so great in the implementation.
It's called test it better before implementing crap anymore.
No, it's called stop sacking all the good QA guys. Because if you fire all the good QA people, you're going to get fuck all in return. So that's that. And of course, Hunter's just mentioned the gold discount cost, and not everyone got it. That's also a bunch of bull. That shouldn't happen. People should not be able to gain advantages.
I don't have no fucking gold discount cost.
Exactly. And that's the thing. You put some people above others, that's unacceptable. If you're cheating, even if you're using gold, you should face the same ban hammer as everybody else. Not be banned for 3 days and then get your account back because you paid Kicksai a whole bunch of money. One rule for one and one rule for the other should not apply. Yes, equity. Everyone should be able to do the same thing. And that's another issue and another story for another day. My last words for this evening. Well, you've got a whole bunch of shit coming up. Good luck in Invasion if you haven't already done it, or you're starting it, or you're waiting for it. I'm quite sure there's plenty of videos that'll come out in the next day or so. And David, no, you are overruled. I am not timing out Hunter. He's allowed to put equity because I said so.
No, I wasn't.
And he was correct.
I wasn't saying ban him here. I was saying ban him in WC.
No, request denied. Okay, request the fuck denied.
I wouldn't even.
My
do
shout
that
outs for this evening, aka shut the fuck up, David, and let me talk. Love you. And yes, what Hunter said, screw you, David. My shout outs for this evening to everybody on the panel except David. And that guy that's just about to get banned. If I can put him in a timeout instead, but I can ban him anyway.
It reminds me of a video that you, a song rather, that you posted in the forums that I got a little chuckle out of while I was at work.
Oh, yeah, that one. Na 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 na. Hey, goodbye to that fucking idiot. In fact, I'm gonna. If the thread is still there, I'll pull it up. Oh, there it is, right there. To that guy, I can't fucking pronounce your fucking name to save my life. But hi, I'm banned.
Oh, yeah?
Banned. Cheating. Can anyone help me or to unban my account, please? Bye bye. Cheaters never do it. So I did what I could do and just left a song there for him.
And it's nice to have the lyrics right there too.
Oh, that's too funny.
Right
that's
there.
Too funny.
And just in case you need to figure it out, I had to step out. I'll be back soon. However, in the event of an emergency, please try to offend yourself in my absence. And I want to shout out to everybody on the panel this evening, everybody in the YouTube chat except David. Shout out to Dika because he's my brother from another mother. And shout out to Hunter. You only got timed out a couple of times tonight, and I know you're going to bitch and complain if you don't get a shout out. So that's it, everybody. Thank you all for the fuckers for coming along. And